welcome back to Tuning Pythons. My name is Dhriti. In this tutorial, we'll be learning all about inheritance. Now, what is inheritance? Inheritance in object-oriented programming is when one class is based on another class using implementation. Now, the idea behind inheritance is that you can create new classes based on existing classes. Okay, and when you create these classes, they're called subclasses. And let's move on to the topic. Parent class. It's also known as the base class or the superclass. And the derived class is also known as the subclass or the inherited class. Moving on to the details. When you inherit a class, it also inherits the attributes and the functions. By the way, functions can be overridden in the derived class. Moving on to the implementation. The derived class uses the parent class's name in brackets. That means while you're creating the inherited class, you have to mention the parent class's name in brackets or parentheses. The constructor of the derived class is calls the base class's constructor. That means the constructor of the inherited class calls the constructor of the parent class. Okay, so let's move on to the computer so that I can show you more on inheritance. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the program on the computer. And once again, I have this beautiful wallpaper by Linux Mint, which I absolutely love. So let's get started. I have already opened my PyCharm project over here and I've named it Inheritance. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so this has exactly 34 lines of code, and yes. So my first line has a comment which is #classes, and that is to just remind me that we are creating classes and we are not in the main program. Okay? So yeah, my first class is company. Why company and cabs and all that? Allow me to explain. Now I'm sure you all must have heard about these apps like Uber and Ola and these companies and all. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm creating a replica of those programs. I thought that's a really good example of inheritance. I'll explain how later in the tutorial, but yeah. So it's a really good example, and I thought I'll take that and just create a new program out of it. I don't exactly have a name for this, but yeah. Moving on. I have created this class called company, which is the singleton. It's just used to create a singleton. Okay, in my previous tutorial I have mentioned what a singleton is, so remember to go check that out. Okay, so here starts my real inherited classes. Okay, so my first class here is just normal cabs. Okay, now what's special about this class? Nothing much actually. It just has normal input variable, normal constructor, everything's normal about it. But if you see the other three classes, they're all inherited classes. That means this class is a parent class. Okay, now there's this really cool feature in Python which I absolutely love, and which is, you see this blue dot right here. If you just move the pointer towards that thing, then you can see the subclasses. Okay, so here I just put the pointer here. It shows normal, prime and luxury, the type of cabs, and those are exactly my subclasses. Okay, and that's a really cool feature which I love. Remember I told you guys about the functions being overridden in the derived classes? That is also there in the second dot over here. Is overridden in normal, prime and luxury. You guys, this is so cool. I just love this feature. Okay, moving on. Now I just showed you guys how to, I just told you guys how to create a subclass. The first thing is, while you're creating it, in parentheses or brackets, you have to mention the parent class's name, and that's very important. Okay, and don't worry, the constructor is going to call the constructor of the derived class calls the constructor of the base class. Okay, and in the end you have to write super brackets dot init and brackets in number comma in model in this case, because that's what the parent class is taking. Okay, so that's what all my classes are. And why have I inherited these? Why are these the subclasses? Because I don't know, because I thought I'll just break down cabs. Like there are three types of cabs, right? Normal, prime and luxury. That's why I thought it's a really good example of inheritance. Okay. Now to complete this program, what do we need? Customers. Exactly. So customers are people, and that's going to be my next class. Or class, whatever, class diagram. So here we have it. I've named this class people. This is the parent class right here. And if you see, this is subclass by normal people and seniors. Okay? And is overridden by normal people and seniors. It has the exact same thing. It has the parent class's name in brackets. It has super brackets dot init in name and all that. So it's the exact same thing. Okay, you just need to remember how to write a subclass, and it'll get very easy. So I hope this whole program was helpful for you guys. And yeah, so I hope you tried this out. Okay then, see ya. Bye.